It is the political statement that has just drawn a battle line in the sand for 2027. And if you thought the opposition coalition was going to be a peaceful tea party where everyone holds hands and sings Kumbaya, you need to think again, because the gloves are officially off. The headline you saw is not just a clarification or a gentle correction. It is a declaration of war against the very idea of settling for less. Rotimi Amaechi has spoken through his camp, and the message to Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, and the entire political class is simple, brutal, and non-negotiable. I am not a spare tire. I am the driver. Welcome to this breaking news special. Today, Monday, December 1, 2025, we are unpacking the explosive rebuttal coming from the camp of the former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi. Just yesterday, the rumor mill was spinning out of control with reports that Atiku Abubakar, having moved his political machinery to the African Democratic Congress, ADC, in a bid to form a mega coalition, was considering Amaechi as his running mate if Peter Obi declined the offer. The pundits called it a dream ticket, North and South united. But today, Amaechi's aide has come out to shatter that permutation into 1,000 pieces. The headline is crystal clear. Amaechi is not running for Nigeria's president, won't be running mate to Atiku or anyone. Let's get straight to the gist of this power struggle, because it reveals the cracks in the opposition war. To understand why this statement was made today, you have to look at the political chessboard of late 2025. We have seen a massive realignment. Atiku Abubakar has left the PDP after the internal implosion. Rotimi Amaechi has dumped the APC after falling out with the Lagos boys. They have both found themselves congregating around this new mega coalition housed within the ADC. The logic on paper seemed perfect to the analysts. Atiku brings the northern votes, Amaechi brings the south-south aggression and funding. But politics is not math. It is ego, ambition, and memory. Amaechi's aide, in a statement that is currently trending and setting social media ablaze, dismissed the running mate report as insulting fabrications. Let's pause on that phrase, insulting. The camp is arguing that Amaechi did not leave the ruling party, where he came second in the primaries against Tinubu himself, just to become a second fiddle in an opposition party. They are reminding Nigerians of his resume: speaker for 8 years, governor for 8 years, and minister for 8 years. In their eyes, he is the most experienced executive in the race, more experienced in executive governance than even Atiku, who was only a vice president. They are effectively telling the Waziri of Adamawa, if you want a coalition, you support Amaechi, not the other way around. This creates a massive dilemma for the opposition, because you now have three captains on one boat. We have Atiku Abubakar, Rotimi Amaechi, and potentially Peter Obi, all circling the same anti-Tinubu orbit. If Amaechi refuses to be VP because he feels it is the South turn, or because he feels superior in capacity, and Atiku, as we know from history, will never accept a VP slot, are we looking at a collision course that will shatter the ADC before the 2027 campaign even begins? The aide stated categorically that Amaechi's target is Aso Rock, and anything less is off the table. This effectively kills the Atiku Amaechi ticket that Dele Momodu and other strategists were reportedly cooking up in the back rooms. We also have to look at Amaechi's recent rhetoric to understand his mindset. Just months ago, in July 2025, he was in Port Harcourt delivering that fiery speech where he told his supporters to remove Tinubu or die of hunger. He has been fierce, radical, and unyielding. He has criticized the current crop of governors for being docile and not challenging the president. This is not the language of a man looking for a VP slot. This is the language of a man positioning himself as the arrowhead of the revolution. He believes he has the energy, the youth advantage over Atiku, and the radical spirit needed to confront the incumbency factor. He is positioning himself as the David to Tinubu's Goliath, while painting Atiku as just another part of the old establishment. But there is a ghost haunting this ambition, and his name is Nyesom Wike. The FCT minister has been watching this drama from the APC side, and his reaction has been brutal. Wike has already described Amaechi's 2027 ambition as dead on the arrival, mocking him by saying Amaechi is hungry for power, not food. Wike argues that Amaechi lost his political base in Rista State to him and cannot deliver the numbers needed to negotiate for the presidency. By declaring for the presidency now, Amaechi is trying to prove Wike wrong. He is trying to show that his influence transcends River State and that he is a national brand who can command the South-South and build bridges with the Middle Belt. It's a battle for relevance as much as it is for the presidency. This brings us to a critical question. Can the ADC handle two captains? The party leadership is in a tight spot. They welcomed Atiku, they welcomed Amaechi, but the ticket is won. If they give it to Atiku, Amaechi might walk or fight dirty. If they give it to Amaechi, Atiku might collapse the structure or move to yet another party. The aide's statement today is a warning shot to the party hierarchy. Do not promise Atiku the ticket, assuming Amaechi will settle for VP. We are here for the main prize. It forces the ADC to make a choice. Go with the safe northern candidate in Atiku or the radical southern candidate in Amaechi. So the 2027 race just got real. The unity ticket is cracking before it was even printed. Amaechi is betting on his track record, his perceived courage, and the argument that power should rotate or stay in the south but shift to a new driver. He's challenging the status quo of the opposition. What do you think? Is Rotimi Amaechi overestimating his political weight by rejecting the VP slot to Atiku? Or is he right to insist on the presidency given his executive experience compared to Atiku's? Can the opposition survive this clash of titans, or will Tinubu cruise to victory while they fight over the steering wheel? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The battle for the opposition ticket has officially begun, and it is going to be messy.